Hi, my name is Sandra Everett. Today I am preparing for you beans and greens. So what I have here are ingredients, simple ingredients. I have 1 can of pinto beans, and what I have, I've already opened up the beans and I've rinsed them off. They were already low sodium, but I rinsed them off just to get some more of the sodium and other items that may have been in the can with the beans. So I have them here on a pot that's warming up. And then for our greens, we're going to be using kale. And kale, and what I've done, I've already chopped up some kale to give us a little bit of a head start here. So here's some chopped up curly kale. And there are different varieties of kale. There's lacinato kale, or it's also known as dinosaur kale, and the stem is, the leaf is a little bit longer and darker and flatter. But we're going to use the curly kale here, and here is our curly kale here. And as you can see by the name that it does look curly, and it's a really nice bright green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the kale away from the stems, and you don't necessarily have to. The stems are really good for you. If you choose to want to take the stem off, you can, and it's probably good for juicing. I love to juice, and so you can just still get some added nutrients just from the stem itself. So all I'm doing here, I'm just pulling the stem off, and then I'm just going to chop our kale up here. And put it in the bowl. Now, to keep this a lot more heart healthy, we're going to steam the kale instead of cooking it in oil. There's no problem with cooking it in some light olive oil, but here we're just going to steam the kale just to keep it a little bit healthier. And what I have here is just a little colander. We're just going to stick this here in our pot, and I already have some hot water going. And this is a meal that you can prepare fairly quickly. You come home and you want to get something done for yourself and for the family. This is a great meal to prepare. It won't take very long to put together. Greens are very good for you. Very good source of iron. Another great source of calcium in your kale greens. They're zero fat. Kale has about 36 calories. So very low in calories for you, but a great source of iron and some other really great nutrients for the body, magnesium, and also a very great, excellent source of iron for you also, and fiber, so it's very good. And beans, it's another great plant source for you. You can get your plant-based protein here from your beans. And so I'm going to just turn our beans down a little bit, and just want to keep them warm. We don't want to overcook them. They're really already pre-cooked, so all we need to do is just warm up the beans a little bit. And we're just going to give our kale just a few minutes. Maybe it'll take somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes for our kale to get nice and steam, and then our colors will really begin to come through. So we're just going to give that a few minutes. Everything is looking really good. So look at our greens. They look nice and vibrant. Very beautiful color. And that's one of the things that's so good about vegetables, is that the colors just come through very vibrant. Just a great array of colors from the rainbow. We definitely want to get our colors in. And here, our pinto beans, and we're just going to layer some of the pinto beans on top of the greens. And now for garnishment, you could garnish this however you'd like. I'd like a little bit of spice on my beans and my greens. So here I've made some salsa here. And it's really nice. It has a little bit of kick in it with some habanero peppers in it. And you just put the salsa right on top. as much or as little as you like. And there you have it. Beans and greens. What a nice, healthy, plant-based